Welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Nothing is more welcoming than the smell of freshly baked bread. So today we are going to make Afghan bread. This is a very easy and forgiving bread and dough. For the dough, we are going to use the naturally fermented yeast or starter, and that's how it is traditionally made. As you can see, our starter is ready. So we're going to move on to the ingredients. For the ingredients, I have 2 tablespoons of salt, a little less than half a cup of olive oil, 1.5 cup of starter, 6 cups of water, and 14 cups of flour. I am making a big batch, so you will have to play around with the amount based on how much you're making, so you can cut it in half or vice versa. I'm going to add the salt and flour together and mix them very well before adding the other ingredients. For the other ingredients, I will add some water in the starter, and I'm going to mention that the water I'm using is lukewarm, not cold water. So I'm gonna break the starter and start adding it to the flour. I'm going to repeat this process so I can take every little bit of starter that is stuck to the bowl. Next, I'm going to add the oil. Adding the oil is totally optional, but it does help with the flavors and texture if you are going to store this bread for a little longer. Once I have mixed everything very well with the dough whisk, I am going to use my hand to knead the dough. You're more than welcome to use your KitchenAid or any other dough machine that you have available to you, but I do like making the dough, so I'm going to use my hands. For the water, I am going to add little by little, as every flour is different. Some flours take more water than others. As you can see, this is not a very soft or hard dough. It is a medium kind of dough. Once our dough is ready, I am going to cover it and leave it in a warm spot in the kitchen. And if your kitchen is too cold, you can also use a kitchen towel to cover it. I will give it about 2 to 3 hours for the bulk fermentation to happen. After the bulk fermentation, as you can see, the dough has risen quite a bit and is ready to be baked with. I'm going to flour my work surface and start making the dough balls. I have also started my oven to preheat at 500 degrees. We are going to use the higher temperatures for the bread baking as usual. And for the dough balls, I am going to make different sizes since the trays that I'm using are of different sizes. It's the belief that dough made with the naturally fermented starter is more healthy because the glycemic index is lower. Once I have made all of my balls, I'm going to cover it and let it sit for a few minutes before shaping them. I'm going to oil the tray that I'm going to use. And I have preheated this tray a little bit because it's a thicker tray. I'm going to flatten the dough as much as I can using my hands. But I will say that once the dough hits the oil surface, it does tend to shrink a little bit. So you can kind of wet your hands and help the dough into the corners of the tray if you want. Once you have the dough ready, you can wet your hands and kind of press your fingers on the surface of the dough like so to make the lines or indentations in the dough. For the toppings for this bread, I have black seed and sesame seeds. You can sprinkle these on the surface if you like, but these are totally optional. You can leave them out if you don't like it, but it does add to the flavors. Once my dough is ready, I am going to put this in the middle rack in my oven. Every oven is different. For my oven, I do have to move it to the top rack after a little and use the broil function to brown the bread evenly. I'm going to do the same to all of the other ones and bake them all. As you can see, the bread is now ready, and I'm going to show you the inside of it to show that how beautiful it is baked. So I hope you enjoy this recipe and will make it. Thank you for watching, and please do support your channel for more recipes like this. This bread you can eat as a dip or however you like.